Hi, I'm Darlene and welcome to Super at 60. I am thrilled to have you here today. Oh boy, today we're back in the kitchen again and we are back at making desserts. I'm sorry, I promise you, my next video will be dinner. I've even got it all ready to go, but I just simply had to make this today. It's been sitting there looking at me and saying, Darlene, make me. So I will. And yeah, it's quite delicious. It is. We're going to use the Amish Friendship Bread Starter, but hear me out. We are making the iconic, yes, iconic New York, New Jersey crumb cake. Oh yeah, if you know that area, have you ever gone up to one of their bakeries and just asked, may I have a crumb cake, please? Well, they're so good that you can actually buy them by the slice. Or you can buy an entire crumb cake and take it home to your very lucky family. Well, we live in Virginia, so we don't have crumb cakes around here, at least not like those. Oh no, I grew up with those as we were going up to New Jersey for visiting my grandparents and my beautiful family up there, all my cousins. Hi, everybody. And oh my goodness, how my grandfather would come walking down the sidewalk with these great big boxes and boxes, those beautiful white bakery boxes. Look how excited I am. Good grief, that's not right. You have to try this. You have the delicious, delicious flavor of the Amish Friendship Bread. Yep, I just took it right out of the freezer, let it sit for about 10 minutes and started it on the recipe. And I just followed it exactly. I didn't add anything extra, just the Amish Friendship Bread recipe. And then I used that as the base cake. And then we made this incredible, delicious, lumpy, bumpy, crunchy, covered in powdered cinnamon topping that will just, oh my gosh. It is so spectacular. Oh, if you can make this sometime real soon, I encourage you. I really, truly encourage you to do so. Oh, and then to wash that down with, we made a Cinnamocha coffee. Yes, we did. We made a coffee mix just for you. Not any coffee will do, but the Cinnamocha one, oh, it is so good. It's a powdered mix, so you can make a whole bunch of it. You can stick it in your pantry, and you can have it whenever you want to. So let's get going. The kitchen is calling my name. Come on, everybody. The New Jersey coffee cake is like a two-step thing. It's all just so easy. But this morning, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start with the topping. I think it's the best part. So we're gonna start with that. And then the cake part, believe it or not, I'm gonna use one of my Amish starters that I had down on my freezer, okay? I think it should work out absolutely perfectly, and we're gonna give that a try. But I'm gonna let this sit here for just a moment over here, and for right now, I am gonna get started with the topping, and for that, we need 2 sticks, 1 cup of butter, and we need it melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it into my microwave. Okay, I'm just gonna break it apart, stick it in there just like that. And I'm gonna take one of my wrappers so it doesn't splatter all over everything and make a horrible mess. And that's how I put it into my microwave. And you can do that too. Just make sure you wipe your hands off because you'll be dropping everything all day long. You know, Butterfingers. That's it, Butterfingers. All right, let me just go toss this into my microwave and then I'll start on the cake because this has to be melted but cooled. All right, so here we go. Let's see, well, I'll go ahead and finish with the dry ingredients for that. I need 2.5 cups of flour. Just all-purpose flour, that's what you want. Hey, if you have cake flour in your house, which I do not, you can use that. I don't see why not. And there's your half. All right, so we have our flour in. 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay, I'm gonna have to take my little bear out for a second. Remember my little bear? Yep. He keeps my brown sugar so beautiful and so soft. Okay, there it goes into the bowl. I love the way it stays in a little clump like that. I just like it. Oh, it does something to me. I don't know. All right, my little clay bear who keeps my brown sugar nice and soft. He's going back in. Put the lid on. Put him over here for a second. All right, then 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. All right, there's 1. I hear you beeping over there. Good grief. 1.5. I just have a feeling this is gonna come out really good. I'm just gonna give a pinch more because, ooh, this topping, it's all about the cinnamon. All right, this is all done and ready to go. I'm just gonna slip it off to the side. I hear that my butter is done. Let me check. And now we are gonna move along here to our Amish friendship bread. Okay, we're gonna start with 1 cup of starter. Now, give it a nice big snip, just like that. Here's our bowl, and we're gonna pour it right in. Yep, and out it comes, see? Beautiful, and you just squish it, hold it tight. Yes, that is 1 cup of Amish friendship bread. One, 2, 3. There we go. Slide that over there. Okay, and I need 1 cup of oil. 1 cup of oil, that's right. I thought it was a 1/2 cup for a second there, but it is 1 cup. So go ahead and put that in there, let it drip, drip. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Of which I have cinnamon all over right now, so I'm just gonna take that off because I don't wanna contaminate my vanilla. This is the best vanilla in the world. 1 teaspoon. And I think I'm gonna go, I always seem to go just a tad bit more. It's not even a half, really. Maybe a 1/4. And here goes my 1/2 cup of milk. Just like that. Okay, let's give it a mix really well. Whoops. You just want to get those eggs in there. Just break them up, always break them up first, and then swirl it around. Yeah, I've told you before, this cake, this Amish Friendship Bread cake, is something you just do right in a bowl by hand. You don't need your KitchenAid stand mixer or your KitchenAid hand mixer or whatever brand you have. That's just what I happen to have. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just what I have. All right, I need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, more cinnamon. I couldn't be more happy. All right, cinnamon, here we go, 2 teaspoons. Yep, okay, oh my goodness, this is getting low. I use a lot of cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for you. And I'm just gonna give a pinch more. Okay. And we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Take this off here too. Oops, oh gosh, I just got cinnamon all over me. We need a 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I think I'll clean off all these for the moment. 1.5 teaspoons going in. 1.5, I think I can handle guesstimating that. There you go. Maybe just a tad pinch more. All right, and I bet we need soda too, don't we? I should know all of this by now by heart. Yes, I need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. That's going in. All right, and we need 1 package of the vanilla pudding. Okay, and 1 cup of sugar. Okay, here's my sugar. There's half. And there's half. And then 2 cups of flour. All right, let's make sure I've got everything up from the bottom. It's not looking that way, but I'm gonna take my spatula. It's a bit of a thick batter, which is always good. All right, now let's take a spatula and just dig it up from the bottom. Fold it. You'll see any flour, any cinnamon, any of the sodas, you'll see them all come to the top, and that means you have to mix them in. All right, let's put some in here. And some in here. All right, now I'm gonna put these to the side 1 second. Because we're not done. Now we need this. This is all what we started with. This is all the dry ingredients that will go on the topping, make that beautiful crumb topping. Oh, please let me know down below in the comments if indeed you have ever had a New York crumb cake or a New Jersey crumb cake. You know, it's all where you live up there. Who calls it what? All right, I'm gonna pour this melted butter in here. This is also a wonderful holiday breakfast at Christmas time, and just very gently get all that dry, nice and wet from the flour. Oh, it looks so good already. I am so excited. I really am. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. Smell is so much when you're baking, isn't it? Yeah, it's gotta smell good. If it doesn't smell good, something's probably wrong. Okay. See how it's kind of clumping already? See that? That's exactly what you want it to do. If I take my absolutely spectacularly clean hand and go like this, see that nice clump I created? You're gonna take little bits and pieces of it like that. You're gonna put it, okay, here we go. I'm gonna show you everything. All we're gonna do is clump it up and throw it on. Just like that. So clump it up, just like that, and just break little pieces of it onto the cake. That's the part that people will cry for because it's so delicious. All right, this came out so nice and quickly. All right, so here's cake number 1. Look at that. And here's cake number 2. Well, here they are, my 9-inch New Jersey crumb cakes. Look at that. Is that not spectacular? Oh my goodness, you just want to kind of sit there and pick off the topping. That's how good it is. And you know, and I think sometimes somebody has done that. Okay. These went into a 325 oven. Was it 350 or 325? I'll get to you on that. And they were in there for about 40 minutes. Let's finish them off so they had that true crumb cake look. We want a little bit of powdered sugar. Yep. Here we go. To help with a powdered sugar mess, I very often put, you know, a little towel underneath my cakes so that I can just take the towel and take it outside and give it a good shake. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Just give it a little tap, a little shake. Yep. It's just beautiful. All right, they're gorgeous. So we have to have coffee to go with them. So today I'm gonna make for you a fantastic recipe for kind of one of those coffee shop, very expensive, frilly coffees, Cinna Mocha coffee. All right, that's what we're making today. All right, so here we go. We need some powdered non-dairy creamer. I'm just using the Walmart brand today. This is such a delicious recipe. Oh my goodness. 1 3/4 cup. And there is nothing in the world saying that you cannot double this recipe. Yeah, so there's 1 and approximately 3/4. Ooh, going in. Okay, Okay, and then we need 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. And that's gonna go in. And then we need 1/2 cup of baking cocoa. That is this stuff right here. You can use the store brand, it doesn't matter, as long as it's nice and cocoa-y. That's what we're looking for. And we need 1/2 cup of that. So I'm just guessing today, guys. Yep, this right here is what sends it over. All right, and in it goes, just like that. And we need 1/3 of a cup of coffee granules. 1/3 of a cup. This is 1/3 of a cup. I'm gonna stick that right in there. Yep, and this is what you're looking for. Okay. All right, and that is going right in, right on the top. Okay, and now we need 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. So that's, take a little out there. That's approximately 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. It calls for 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I thought, well, let's go with 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. This is a quarter teaspoon that I have right here. This little guy, do you see him, the little heart? So I'm gonna use 1/2 of that. If you wanna leave it out, go ahead. That is just fine with me. Okay. Well, it is Cinnamocha, so 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon going in. You just make this to your liking. Yes, it is so, so good. So let's just take a spoon and mix this all up, get all the clumps out, just like that. Just give it a good mix. That was nice and up close. All right. All right, now one more step. Get your blender out. Okay, the last step right here is putting all of this beautiful mix right here into a blender. And that's it. Turn it off. It should be absolutely silky smooth. Let's give it a check. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. See, it's just beautiful. Let's see if I can get this in here without making a horrible, horrible mess. Ooh, let's go this way. All right, there we go. There's our mix. The New Jersey crumb cake. Oh, you know, this is truly an iconic dessert. It is. There's no doubt about it. Oh, dear Lord. Thank you. Oh, yeah. That cake, the Amish friendship bread cake with this topping and all that cinnamon, there's nothing like it. This is incredible. I mean, this is truly incredible. You could go out on the street and sell this thing. It's so doggone good. You know what? That topping, yeah, you just want to steal one of those little chunks. That's why I told you to squeeze it and then put it in chunks. It stays that way. It's so, so good. All right. Oh, I get to taste test all this stuff. I tell you, that's the best part. Oh. All right. It's a blend. It's a perfect blend of hot cocoa and coffee. Yeah, it is. And I can taste that little bit of creamer in there. I don't taste the salt. So I even wonder if you need it. Oh, so delicious. What an extra special treat on a very special day, just like today. Friends, I want to thank you so much for joining me again in my kitchen. It has been an utter joy to have you in my home once again. I'm Darlene. This is Super at 60, and may the Lord bless you always and forever. Bye now.